more hate! No more hate! No more hate!
And today we had a very important solidarity rally and vigil for victims of hate. We live in America. We live in New York. This is beautiful country. And everybody coming here with American dream. Everybody is here to achieve this American dream. I'm a father of 2 children. What are we going to say to our children if every day we're learning about someone being attacked because they're Jewish, Chinese, Muslims, and so on? Why? It's pure hate just to say enough is enough. We are not going to tolerate hate against anyone. And that is the whole point of the solidarity rally today, of this vigil for 8 victims of hate in Atlanta. Because it's not just in Atlanta, it's also in Brooklyn, in New York, in Manhattan. I can go on and on and on. So today we make a stand. No more hate, everybody together. New York is the capital of the world, and this is nation of immigrants. What about American values? Asian American community values are American values. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
So today we are here for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's a vigil for victims of America. It's a nation of immigrants. It's a nation that's welcoming everyone. We have to feel safe and welcoming here. We welcome everyone, and we want it to be feel welcome everywhere. That's not what's happening. We see every day another reason: slurs, harassment, attacks, murder. Every day, on a very, very short notice, in 1 day basically. And all of you came in 1 day notice. I'm also very, very grateful to all community leaders that are with us today. This is like living example what is good about America, what is good about New York. Look at these people. Look around you. This is the best of America. So I would like to give a chance to say a few words to Stephanie Wang. She is the president of United Chinese Association of Brooklyn. Am I right?
Yes.
Stephanie helping everyone. I was at her food distribution, for example. She didn't say, okay, you're Chinese, this is food. You're not Chinese, go away. She didn't do it. She said everyone. She's helping everyone. That's how it should be. This is American way. I wanted to give a chance to say a few words to Stephanie Wang, President of United Chinese Association of Brooklyn.
可以爭取我哋嘅權利，所以我哋需要大家一齊合作，同我哋嘅醫員們，佢咧就係吹馬蝦嘅資源，佢咧係幫我哋嘅社區做咗好多嘢。咁樣你哋大家都識佢啦，我哋個 Colton 嘅周眾議員，佢差唔多幫我哋呢個社區，尤其華人嘅社區，幫咗有差唔多20年。每一次我哋有啲咩唔公平嘅事件，佢一定係企出嚟嘅。Go hand in hand with supporting all who are impacted by this imperfect system. While there remains much to be done in combining COVID-19 justice against Asian Americans, we must all together to confront the exceeding problems, stand united against racism.
I live in this community for how long you guess? 50 years.
Woo!
50 years, okay? Okay, since it is COVID-19, March 2020, against the Asian Americans the cases have been rising, surging in the whole country, not only in our community. 2 months ago, I walked along Avenue O, a bunch of kids walked by, just scratch my head, you know that I'm short, see? They scratch my head and teasing me. He said, Chinaman, you should go back to China, don't stay here. You are a virus carrier. That's not fair at all. What we going to do? we must unite together, add together. Don't act alone, okay? We must cooperate together. Fight back, okay? Have to fight back.
Asian American community for many years, he is not afraid to speak up. So I wanted to give a chance to speak to John Chen.
Hello， 大家好。今天我们开这个组织这个对我们 Asia 受到欺负，在这里智慧，我看到今天这么多人来出来，因为这事情在去年上任总统种下那个毒瘤，到现在为止，一直在亚裔的社区受到攻击，仇恨加重。前几天，人塔一次性搞了几个人命，这是对我们亚裔的一个不尊重。所以说，今天我有机会，邀请我们来在这里为我们社区发声，这是我们的权利。美国是移民国家，每个族裔在这边都要让联邦政府、州政府、市政府尊重我们华人，尊重我们亚裔。你说是不是？大家是。另外，我们不走在一起，我们不团结，我们就是死路一条。我们应该要出声的。我们维权大联盟组织明天是一个大型的一个记者会，4月4号在CDL 看守CDL Park，我们万人示威，走出我们不能桥，希望像上一期的220皮特亮的事情一样的，我们呼吁整个美国50个州一起参与4月4号抗议示威，为我们争取权利，为我们争取我们的公平。感谢大家，一定听着4月4号。
一定去，我们一定去，
加入这个团队，希望大家感谢。
太多游民啦 ，so many homeless, so many we feel can safe, right？ 所以我们现在要支持我们的 NYPD， 我们要支持我们的，因为有些 City Council 那个减了那个地方的那个 NYPD 的那个funding，变得那些警察的话呢，他们没办法那么多人的话出来巡逻。那我们很多还有Bail Reform， 它是 Best Day right？This one very so 这个 law 的话也是很差的，因为我们没有犯罪的话呢，没有人可以不用保释金，所以我们需要 we need to support NYPD，we need to stop the hate crime，we need to also if you say all the life matter, Asian life matter, so we need to working together, we need to fighting together. Okay, thank you.
An attack on Asian women or Asian men, particularly Asian women. We cannot stay silent. I know Asians never report when there is a crime. Now you have to learn that we have to speak up and have everybody hear our voice. We cannot be scapegoated. We must talk and let them know that when a hate crime is committed, we have to speak up and this must be stopped and they must be prosecuted. Thank you.
But I do not want to see any heartbroken news of our people, any of our people, the Russians, the Italians, the Jewish, the Chinese, the African Americans, the Muslims, any one of us getting hurt. It's us getting hurt. So please help us stop this, and we have to do it as one.
I want to thank all of our community leaders for being here. We're making a statement. We will not tolerate hate crimes anymore. That statement is being made here in Bensonhurst. It has to be made throughout the country. We have to fight against and stop hate crimes whenever it rears its head, no matter who it is against. If it's somebody who comes from where we came from, a country we came from, if it's somebody who looks like us, if it's somebody who doesn't look like us, If it's hate, it's wrong, and we're going to unite against it, and we're going to speak against it, and we're going to demand that judges and district attorneys and elected officials support our NYPD, support those who are fighting hate, and make sure that it does not allow to be rising in our neighborhood. I don't want to admit it, but I know that we're all going to be on a corner again in the future, making the same pledges, making the same speeches. And it's really on all of us, to make sure that we all make everyone learn lessons from what has happened, and that we actually commit ourselves to that vision and that dream, that we can all live side by side in perfect harmony. Because that's all we want. I have a 2-month-old baby at home. I'm a new dad. I want him to grow up in this world, in this city, in this neighborhood, not seeing race, not seeing color, not seeing creed. I want him to see everyone for who they are, and that is a human being. That should not be too much to ask for. But unfortunately it is. So I will continue to stand with every one of our neighbors until we finally eradicate this terrible stain from our nation's legacy.
Against hate, any kind of racism is also a violation to all of us, not just the Asian community, but all the communities. It's not right what's going on, and I stand with y'all. We all stand with you.
That I am a human being. I am blind of color. I'm blind of ethnicity. I'm blind of everything else. But unfortunately, I see signs somewhere that said, "Remember." Many people forget that they have been victims at one time, if not themselves, their ancestors, to the point that they have been hanging from the lamppost, and then they forget, and all of a sudden they become the culprits. Let's not forget. Let's always help one another.
Otherwise, I would be potentially beaten on the street, said horrible things to, came here as a refugee. So I understand that hate. I know that hate that came from all of the people that lived where I lived, against me, against my family. I hope that none of you, nobody here, nobody in the entire city and the entire country that is Asian.
要站出嚟，我哋要團結，我哋要響呢個社區要發聲，我就講你哋聽，我哋唔係個暴力者，我哋係受害者，所以我哋要呼籲所有嘅華人企出嚟，為我哋發出正義嘅聲音。
我们需要为自己发声，在民权运动上，我们已经落后其他民族、其他族裔很多了。我们现在开始出来，这是好事，但是远远不够。我们不仅要游行，还要把这个游行的力量转化成投票。有多少人出来游行，就要有多少人投票。只有我们投票了，才会真正被重视。只有投票了，才能真正成为主流，才能让主流的媒体、主流的民选官员重视我们。更重要的是，我们自己需要出来，我们需要参与这个国家的制定规则，在规则上告诉人，歧视亚裔是不行的，这不是一个文化，是不能被容许的。谁不同意，那这个人就不能得到我们的票，他就要落选。谁想要当选，他就要为我们争取我们族裔的平等和我们族裔的自由。
Hate free zone! Hate free zone! No more hate! 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 So today we remember and we honor. We remember victims of hate and we honor them and their families. And today we say no more hate. Thank you so much for coming, everyone, in a short notice. In one day, all of you came. I would say hundreds of people. Thank you so much.